Welcome to the Pennsylvania Rock Show. Since 2004, we've been the home of Pennsylvania's unsigned rock, raw, loud, and unapologetic. From live radio to podcasts and streaming everywhere, this is underground music without a filter. Turn it up, let it bleed. And now, here's your host, Bill Damiano.
What's up, everyone? You are tuned into the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 809. We just heard Sunseeker by Bethlehem. Get you into the metal mood. Probably the heaviest song we're going to play tonight, but we'll start off with them. With me tonight, I have Abby and James from Awaiting Abigail. So I was reading on the website, the bio of the band, and I think I know where the band name came from, but would one of you want to fill in the listeners and viewers on that?
Yeah, so I'm Abigail, of course. The Abigail part came from that. And then we were just trying to find like band names that kind of rhymed with like Abigail, like we were A something. And then in rehearsal one time I told James and the band that I was actually born because my mom named me after the King Diamond album Abigail. And they were like astonished. I didn't know it was that big of a deal, but they were all like super excited. And so they're like, we have to name it Awaiting Abigail because it's like me coming back kind of. I was born in 2005, so it was like they were waiting for me. They were looking for other singers as well, so it's just kind of like that's kind of how it happened. Yeah.
So James, you were in the band in the 90s. It's a different name, but with other members of Awaiting Abigail, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Laurie on bass and Heather on drums. We played together as teenagers in early college and did the DFW local scene, kind of in the wake of Pantera, just a couple years after they broke Cowboys from Hell. In fact, we saw them, in some of the smaller clubs there and played some of the smaller clubs in the wake of their. I mean, we were young. We were like 17 playing at some of these clubs. But yeah, and we got the band back together and we were looking for a singer. So in a lot of ways, we were awaiting finding a singer. But yeah, she sprung that on us in practice. We're like, wait, what? Because she's very pop oriented with her background. And we're very heavy. Like we went from hair rock to death metal and then came out the other side grunge as kids. But I mean, we were pretty heavy. So we were like, wait, what? Why are you just not telling us that?
Yeah.
But it's a pretty cool part of the story. Her mom's awesome. She's a hardcore metalhead of all shades of metal.
Yeah, she is.
Speaking of, I forgot that second song that I played. It's a band called Aggressica. It's some punk rock, and their song was Wasted, which kind of fits in with what you were just describing sound-wise. And I feel like, James, like you and I are probably similar as far as age based on what you were just telling me.
Yeah. The three of us, I guess, core rhythm section, we're all the girls. You shouldn't tell a girl's age, but they just turned 50. I'm about to turn 50, and we all went to high school together. We were in the same grade and stuff.
Yeah, I'll be 50 in November. So
all right, cool.
Pretty close. I can't believe I said that out loud. I'm never turning 50.
Well, I'm not celebrating my birthday. I'll tell you that. I've already made that public. I'm not celebrating my birthday.
All right, so we're gonna play two of your songs tonight in the first break that we take, and if you don't mind, could you tell us a little bit about Bad Mind, and then we'll talk about the other one in the second segment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Abby, Abby,
You want me to-
take
Okay.
the subject matter of it, and then I want to add something to it before you
Okay.
spin it.
Yeah. So Bad Minds, it's about mental health awareness, mental illnesses. Pretty much just telling people to keep going. Once my song says one step in front of the other, just take it day by day. Try not to overthink things. Just keep going, and it will get better. Is kind of what the theme of the song is. So it's kind of just about mental illness all around.
And Bill, when you were asking about our music, we do have two newer songs out, but I thought it was really important to play this one and the other one you're going to play. Bad Mind made it up to number 12 on the secondary market active rock chart. And just seeing our names up there with some of those people,
Awesome.
like, Deftones, I mean, it was crazy that people received it so well. So I thought it was only appropriate that we play it. It's kind of, I guess, our flagship song for right now, even though some of the newer stuff is catching up. But yeah, it's people really like it, and we're excited because we didn't know if anybody would like it.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, in the chat room right now are both John Ballistic from John Ballistic's Underground Jukebox and
Yeah, John.
Doc Rock from Metal Shop 101 is in there as well. Doc
Yes.
kind of broke you guys to our area, and John and I started playing you shortly after that.
Yeah, Doc broke us on the internet. Period. Like he was the first one.
Helped us
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, so Doc Doc's studio is about an hour from where I'm sitting right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's awesome. I don't know if you know, but I've actually visited him twice.
Really?
At his studio there.
Mhm.
Yeah, on an overnight. I travel for work, so I've been there twice, and he came to my hotel once, and then I went to the studio. It's awesome.
Yeah, I've been there a handful of times. I'm sure you noticed that this setup is very similar to what he uses, and that's because I helped him set up what he's using. So what I'm going to hit you with my unofficial and official questions first, and then we'll go into our first break and listen to Bad Minds and Falling Under is the second one. The unofficial question is, what is the best pizza you've had because you're a musician? So it could be at a show, on your way to a show, at a recording session, anything that's music related.
Abby?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I love all of it. I love the studio. It's awesome. It's super fun.
No, he asked you about pizza.
Oh, pizza. I'm sorry.
Pizza that you've had at one of those. So like.
Oh, pepperoni. Pepperoni.
Doc is laughing, just so you know, because he hates this question. Is there a particular place that you like to get pizza from that you've gotten, and you can link it to being a musician?
Particular place. I don't know. There's this
by
place
UTA
in
Nizza. Yeah, Nizza Pizza by UTA would be my guess.
Yeah, that one's yeah. I don't know. I always got it from like Domino's or like Caesars because it's cheaper.
I just had Little Caesars the other day for that exact reason.
Yeah. Exactly. Or Pizza Hut. Any of those. I love them. They're so delicious.
How about you, James? You said UTA where?
Well, she went to college at UTA, and there's a place called Nizza Pizza there, which is great. It's like a real New York style pizza. I would say for me, like just ordering pizza in, like if we're doing something and like you need food right then, I'm Papa John's is my go-to, pepperoni mushroom.
Cool. All right, so the official question is, who's your Dave Grohl? And what I really mean by that is, who do you want to go up on stage with and perform one of their songs?
One of their songs? Evanescence.
Yeah.
100%.
Taylor Momsen for me. I would love to see Abby.
Pretty Reckless. Taylor
do a
Momsen.
collab with Taylor Momsen.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Doc just commented. I don't know if you can see there in the chat. It says not the pizza question. So we have about 30 seconds before we head into listening to your tracks, Bad Minds and Falling Under. I do want to mention to everybody the website is awaitingabigailband.com. And while we're playing the music, you should go check it out, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Pennsylvania Rock Show. Since 2004, we've been the home of Pennsylvania's unsigned rock, raw, loud, and unapologetic. From live radio to podcasts and streaming everywhere, this is underground music without a filter. Turn it up, let it bleed. And now, here's your host, Bill Damiano.
Hey, it's Bill. We're headed into segment number 2 with Awaiting Abigail here on the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 809. You just heard their song Bad Minds and Falling Under. They told us a little bit about the first one, but nothing about the second one, so let's do that now.
Yeah, falling under is pretty much, it's about like an abusive relationship, kind of falling under their spell. It's hard to leave or get out of their grasp. They always like try to pull you back in, and just like manipulation is kind of the main subject of that one. Do you have anything to add, James?
No, the background, kind of a grunge intro. Well, kind of a ethereal, more piano isolated intro, but then it dumps right into like a grunge type '90s riff. Got some rockabilly chorus, up tempo chorus, and then she kind of did her thing with it. I will say she's recently engaged as of New Year's Eve, and in our music video, Bradley plays the antagonist. He's the evil boyfriend, even though the song's not about him. It's about somebody before. But
Yeah.
Bradley plays the bad guy in the video, and you
Yeah.
should watch the video on our YouTube channel if you haven't watched it yet. But it's pretty good.
So in the show notes, there will be a link
It's really
to their
cool.
website. So, and if you don't,
Awesome.
you said it's on YouTube,
Yes.
Yeah.
I will embed it in the show note
It's
page
falling
so
under
people can
music
find
video.
it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna get more into my oddball questions, and you'll see what I mean by that in a moment. So you guys are headed out on tour, and you decide to hire me to drive your tour bus. What music are we going to listen to in between tour stops?
Oh, for me, I love pop music, so it'd probably be some pop songs, some Ariana, some Evanescence. Definitely Pretty Reckless to get us kind of in the vibe, because it's kind of similar to our music. But yeah, definitely some pop stuff.
Bill, I'm gonna need some talk radio. I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need some news. I'm gonna need some weather. I'm gonna need some light sports. I'm probably gonna need some Cowboys from Hell.
You know, in all the years I've been asking that question, that's the first time that someone went with that route. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, wow, you know what? That's kind of what I listen to on my way to work.
Dude, sometimes you get so far into music that sometimes you need to hear something else, right? And
That's true. Yeah.
I actually find myself sometimes when I'm driving doing my best thinking in complete silence. And I'm like, oh man, is that weird that there's nothing on right now?
Yeah, if I'm going somewhere long distance, I listen to music from 412's radio station. I stream it. But if like to work, I'm listening to talk radio in the morning because that's like a 10-minute drive. It's easier than setting all that other stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are standing at the crossroads where Robert Johnson, the famous blues guitarist, sold his soul to the devil to become the best guitar player in his era. Why are you standing there waiting for the devil?
James, you answer this one first.
Yeah, she probably didn't see she probably didn't see that show. You should. That's Ralph Macchio, right?
I do know the story though. I've heard
Yeah.
that story. Just
And
trying to think.
the question was, why are you waiting for the devil?
Yeah, what are you going to sell your soul for? Or, what's a goal that you have that you haven't hit yet?
I want to be a household name, and
Yeah, that's kind of yeah.
not personally myself or my face, but I want Abby's face and voice on in every household.
Yeah, I want it to be like maybe like 10 million Spotify listeners, on the radio 24/7, just like completely magazines, famous magazines, things like that. That would be the dream.
So for those of you not watching the video, Doc just said congratulations to Abby for getting engaged, and I kind of glossed over it because it was in the middle of it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
So what Kiss has played in a bay in Australia to sharks, and Metallica has played in Antarctica, and bands have played on roofs of skyscrapers. My friend Jazz has played at the South Pole, literally touching the physical South Pole while he played one of his songs. What's a non-traditional venue that you would like to play at? Just go set up and let loose.
I would say I don't have a specific like place, but maybe like in a cavern would be really cool. The acoustics would be really cool in there.
Some natural reverb there.
Mm.
I'm a little bit biased because of my career, but I'd like a stripped out 737 and us playing at 36,000 feet for a private party.
Oh, that would be really cool. And we're like opposites. Mine's below yours.
If you could sit down and write a song with anyone in the history of the world, who would you want to write a song with?
I would want to write a song with. I do really love like Taylor Momsen's songwriting style. I feel like it fits our vibe. So I think for like a next hit would be, I think she would be the person to songwrite with for sure.
I'd love to songwrite with Jerry Cantrell.
Mm.
Yeah, there's that 90s thing coming back.
I go right back to the 90s every time because it's just it's roots, man. But his like his songwriting style, including the vocals too, he didn't get enough credit for that
I
original
love
Alice
when
in
he
Chains
harmonized
sound.
with Lane.
That was, I mean, Lane was iconic on his own and a legend and whatever, but you can't underestimate the underpinning of Jerry's voice in those harmonies for sure.
If you could, let me start that question over again. You're leaving a show, and there's a DeLorean sitting outside with its door up in the air and a flux capacitor in the back, so you can go back in time and hang out with any band and play with them because Marty ended up playing with Chuck Berry's cousin. What band do you want to go hang out with and play with in the past?
Ooh, definitely Queen. I love Queen. I think that would be a really fun band to play with for sure. Super awesome.
I feel like, Queen would be great. I feel like it's a little bit cliche right now to say Sabbath. So I'll go with my equal to that, and I would say old school Zeppelin.
Yes, that's awesome.
Are there any songs in particular that each of you would want to perform with those bands?
Ooh, We Are the Champions. I love that one.
Dude, just rock and roll because it's rock and roll, man.
Yeah.
You imagine that starting out bottom on the hi-hat and the snare drum, and you're like sitting there waiting to come in on the guitar.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
So we have just a few moments before we head into our second break. We are going to hear from A Common Crown and their song "Cry" and Victoria Fire and their song "Let You Go." But before that, I want to mention that off the air, they mentioned that they were from Houston, and I said I almost wore my Steelers shirt tonight, because those two teams are playing here in about an hour in the playoffs. And when we schedule this, that wasn't even on the radar because, quite frankly, I didn't think Pittsburgh was going to make the playoffs. Um, but I wanted to throw that out there. Later, you might hear me say something else about it. But with that said, we're going to go listen to Common Crown and Victoria Fire here on episode number 809 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show.
Welcome to the Pennsylvania Rock Show. Since 2004, we've been the home of Pennsylvania's unsigned rock, raw, loud, and unapologetic. From live radio to podcast and streaming everywhere, this is underground music without a filter. Turn it up, let it bleed. And now, here's your host, Bill Damiano.
Hey, it's Bill. We are back for episode 809, segment number 3 on the Pennsylvania Rock Show with Awaiting Abigail. We just heard Cry by Common Crown and Let You Go by Victoria Fire. Except other than Bethlehem, which we started the show off with, it's all been female vocals so far. Not on purpose. That's just how it happened when I laid it out earlier yesterday. I didn't realize it until now. So you know what? Let's jump to your website first before I go any further, because I do not want to forget to do that. And it's awaitingabigailband.com. And as I scroll through here, is there anywhere in particular that you would like me to jump to so that we can show the people that are watching the video?
Well, it's just pretty much in order. Up there at the top, you've got your link to all of our socials and whatever your streaming platform is of choice. The shows, if you scroll down, Bands in Town, we're on all of our stuff is on Bands in Town. You can get tickets there. See if we're coming to an area near you. We are weekend warriors. We like to get out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's typically for a weekend at a time. And we're always adding new shows and trying to go different places. I would say probably the most important thing that I'd like people to know is I'd like for them to hit the music videos and check those out, because you can get a really good vibe of what the band's all about there. And then probably the most important thing, if you click on fan list, is your inside like free VIP list of what's going on. It's gives it kind of rolls you through a bio of each member of the band over time. Gives you options. It's free, but it gives you options to buy CDs at discounted prices, merch at discounted prices, and it's really popular. It's kind of raging. I mean, we've only been around for about a year, and we've already got several thousand fans that are a part of our fan list. And, those are the real loyalists, because, they give us their phone number and their email addresses and all that stuff. But the fan list is definitely the inside on that. But yeah, it's pretty basic, kind of a canned website, but all the stuff that you need is right there. And you can shop there, get some merch. And I will say, on the second page of the merch, instead of being like instead of trying to gouge everybody on prices here, our CD that says Bad Mind EP or Bad Mind CD, instead of releasing a totally different CD or medium we added 2 songs. So really right now the EP has the original 4 songs on it, plus our 2 new songs. You can call them bonus tracks if you want. But so we just went ahead in the next pressing of the CD, instead of making a whole new deal, like, we just put them on that CD. So if you buy the Bad Mind EP, you get 6 tracks there, which is all that we have released now.
Mm-hmm.
What are the 2 newest tracks?
The 2 newest tracks are Left Out, which is a heavier down-tuned song, and then also Anxiety, which is a power ballad. The music video to Left Out just came out, and it's it's really raging right now. It's got over 100,000 views, and it's a killer video. It's got a storyline. Yeah, it's got a storyline, and then a lot of good band shots too.
Hmm.
Very cool. Um, so I do some graphic work and web design and things like that, and your logo is amazing. And I have to ask who made that.
So it's really funny. We all this stuff came together really quickly. We had our first show scheduled at an iconic venue in Deep Ellum Trees. We had our first gig scheduled before we really finalized a name and before we had a logo, and we just had our EP songs and a cover song, and we were like, oh my gosh, we've got to get this stuff together quick. There's an awesome guy. It's rockhousegraphics.com. His name is Matt Story. And Matt used to be the lead vocalist for a local DFW band called Creeper. And he's an IT guy, but does graphics on the side, and he's really, really good at it. He did the album cover and the CD cover rather. And he's just really good, man. And I kind of gave him a generic idea of what I wanted it to look like, the clock, and because we're waiting, and the logo, and kind of an idea on the font. And he went to town with it. And so major shout out to Matt. Matt, you rock. And we'll have we'll have another CD cover for you to do soon. Some more cover art, but
Yeah.
yeah, Matt Story, Fort Worth, Texas, Rockhouse Graphics.
Um, did do you record in house, or is there a studio you guys like to use?
Yeah, no, not at all. We couldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's Empire Sound Studios
Empire
in
Studios.
Dallas.
Alex
And
Gerst.
yep, he's
Mhm.
fantastic. Has a great studio, great equipment, and great ideas. He's a producer too. He's an active process. He's active in the process. I always call him the extra man in the band.
Um, so this is an odd question I sometimes throw out there. If you had 30 seconds on national TV, which now would really be streaming somewhere, um, to just tell people why they should come check your band out, what are the key points you would want to touch on?
Definitely female vocalists. A lot of big topics. We have different topics around like relationships, friendships, mental health, things like that. So I would definitely just base on that we have lots of different things. Each of our songs kind of sound different. We use a lot of different synths and guitar solos. The guitar solos are awesome. Yeah, that's yeah.
I
What
would
would you
say
say,
we're
Jim?
Yeah, I would say we're real people. We're normal people. Like
Yeah.
we're just like everybody else. We build people up. Zero ego, and we're people just like everybody else. We're gonna sit down, have a beer with you, and it doesn't matter how big we get. We'll always be that way, or how small we stay. Like we'll always be that way. So it's good music and it's good people. She said female vocals. It's female everything except for me.
No, yeah, pretty
So
much. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Um, so you've alluded a couple times to being, I think you're a pilot. Is that correct?
yeah.
Yeah. And earlier off the air, Abby, you told me you were sitting at the School of Rock. What do you do?
Yes,
What do you
yes.
do there?
I'm like I'm training right now. Today's actually my first day. But I'm training to be like a vocal coach and then also help with the bands, give them like stage presence and things like that. So super fun.
All right. So we have about a minute. Um, I want to thank for everyone. Let me try that again. Thank everyone who has been hanging out in the chat room. Doc and John Ballistic, and there were a couple other people in there, but I didn't recognize their usernames. So you didn't hear from them or see them in the video. Also, make sure you head to awaitingabigailband.com. Get a copy of that EP. And I'm going to make a request and put you guys on the spot. I would love to get those other two tracks if you wouldn't mind sending them to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. And we have a couple more songs coming up. We are going to hear, let's see. Actually, we have one more song coming up. We're going to hear from Death by Love, which is an interesting band. Their lead singer lives in Poland. The second major member, because they have a almost like a touring band that plays with them. But really, they're a duo. He lives here in the United States, not too far from me, but was born in Poland. So they're making music from two different hemispheres, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's
Cool.
Death by Love, and their song is called God. And that's what we're going to head off into the evening with. Abby and James, thank you very much for hanging out with me as well.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you,
You're
Bill. We really appreciate it, and everything
Yeah.
that music from the 412 does. Like, you guys have really played us a lot and supported us. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Okay, with that said, I'm going to head off into the evening. If you're staying on the video end, you'll get to see me give away some tickets, courtesy of Dressy Entertainment. And make sure you join us each and every Monday night at 7 p.m. for the live interview, 10 p.m. for the radio show, and then you can hear it 24/7 after that. And also head over to the Roku and look up music from the 412, and you can check out lots of video content from the 412 area code. Although I'm in 724, but anyway. With that said, we will see you next time. Hey, it is that time of the show where I'm going to spin a wheel and give away 2 tickets to the Dressy Entertainment show. This one is for February 3rd with 6 p.m. doors and 6:30 show at Preserving as a Dressy Entertainment show, clearly. It's Left to Suffer with The Last 10 Seconds of Life, Your Spirit Dies, Freak, and A Moment in Pompeii. This is a all ages event. You can purchase tickets for $25.15 through DressyEntertainment.com. If you are seeing this for the first time and you're like, wait, they give away tickets to shows? Yes, we do. Go to musicfrom the412.com/contests and click on the show you're interested in, and there is a form there for you to fill out and get entered. For this particular show, we added it not too long ago. We only had one person sign up. If you're looking at the wheel above my head, you will see it's Justin Todd. So clearly Justin Todd is going to win